Welcome back to another episode of Bruh. This episode is going to be very, very, very interesting because it's all about cheating. And unfortunately, we live in today's day and age of relationships, broken homes, and pipe dreams. Everybody wants a piece of that action. People want what they can't have. They want so much more than what they already have. They're not happy. And so it leads them to cheat. And so today's episode, we're going to talk about the 5 signs that he is cheating on you or considering cheating on you. Let's dive right in. You see, the first sign that you can tell when a man is cheating on you or considering cheating on you is when the relationship is broken and he is not fixing it. You see, it's very apparent when relationships are broken and a man becomes distant that he's not interested. He's not interested in fixing it. He's not interested in you. He's looking at other things that might bring him happiness, right? Whatever it may be. It could be his business. It could be what he's working on. It could be his job. It could be his friends, his family, or it could be another woman. Oftentimes, it's the latter, especially when the relationship is broken. Because 9 times out of 10, in any relationship, a man is always needing to be admired and respected. But most importantly, his sexual needs fulfilled. And if they're not being fulfilled, 9 times out of 10, he's looking for it elsewhere to fill that void, that pain, the struggle that he's going through in that relationship. A lot of men are weak. And when they're weak, they're vulnerable. And they see other things, other opportunities that might just be so satisfying that it could be the void that he can fill. It can fill the gap, that missing piece to his puzzle. And so, if your relationship is broken, ladies, and he's not fixing it, 9 times out of 10, I always say it, he's cheating on you. Number 2, the second sign that he is considering cheating on you or he is cheating is when you haven't had sex in more than 3 weeks. You see, men can't last for a very long time without sex. It's very rare that you see a man who hasn't had any in so long. I know in my relationships, I'm always looking for sex. I need sex. I need to have it because it helps me think clearer. It helps me see things differently. It makes me feel like a man. I feel stronger. I feel relief. I mean, even if you're a woman, listen to this, and you love to have sex, tell me not. You feel so much better. You feel like you're on top of the world, right? You feel like nothing can stop you. You feel like everything has been filled in your life, especially if you're happy. And if you have kids and you're working and you have a job and you're maybe in school and you got all these things going for you and you're making progress, you're happy. And then there's that cherry on top, the sex. When you're having sex, you feel great. And when you're not having sex, there's a thing called sexual frustration. Yes or no? So, if you know this to be true, that if you're feeling great every time you have sex and you bust a nut and you feel, or you squirted and you feel so great because of the climax that you had the night before or even the day of, if this is true, then what makes you think that a man is not having a bad day if he hasn't had sex? What if he's struggling? What if he's stressed out mentally challenged, burdened by the many things that a man holds, such as paying the bills and doing all these errands and making sure the business is running, going out there and fending into the world, fending off his family, making sure that his family is protected, that they have everything that they need. But he goes out into the world and gets bashed in his face by life, and he's not having sex. How do you think he might feel? I can guarantee you that man is drained. Because sex gives you that energy because it makes you feel great. It makes you feel invincible, right? So if this guy hasn't had sex in more or less than 3 weeks, then there's a high likelihood that he's searching for it. It could be anywhere. It could be in his job. It could be at school. It could be wherever he goes on a daily basis, his errands that he runs, the daily habits that he pursues, whether it's going to the gym or going to the coffee shop or just going to drop off his kids or going to do whatever it is that he does every single day. There's a woman that's always looking at him. And so if he is sexually frustrated with all these things that he got going on, he might be cheating or he's thinking about cheating. The third one is that he spends more time on his work than on you. Ladies, this is a problem. If this man is working so much that he'd rather spend more time at work than with you, that means that there's something more important, more eye-catching to him at wherever he is at. So there might be a problem. This is something you need to consider, ladies, because a lot of times you forget that there's women out there that are after your man every single day. And a man is vulnerable every single day. Every day that man has to wake up and make the decision that he will stick by his word, whatever that might be. And if it's in a relationship that he's in, he has to make a choice, a constant, conscious choice that he will be faithful. And so if he's spending more time on his work than on you, most likely he's looking for something. There's something at his job that satisfies him, that is making him happy. And rarely is it men, right? We got boys, we got coworkers, they make us feel great and we laugh and we talk shit and we do so many things with them. And of course it makes us feel comfortable. But it's not what makes us stick around at work, right? It's got to be something greater than us, something that we can pursue, that chasing feeling, that factor that makes us a man, whether it's progress or pussy. And so if he's spending more time on his work than on you, he might be cheating on you. The fourth sign that he is cheating is that he leaves his house more than he stays home. This is an understatement. He leaves his house more than he stays home. Ladies, I know you might think that you have your man on lock, but I trust you, boo-boo. You don't. Even for y'all have ways to escape. So do men. So if he's leaving his house more than he stays at home, then there must be something out there that he's going after. And again, men leave their home for many reasons. It could be going to the gym. It could be going to a social event. He can go and explore life. Maybe he wants to go for a walk, go to the beach, do something great, make a memory today, meet some new people. You don't know what he's doing, but he's leaving the house because there's something outside the home that's better than at home. There's nothing in the home that's making him stay. So if he's outside the house, chances are he's considering cheating. Now, he might not, right? He might not even be considering, but there's vulnerability out there because he has decisions to make when he goes out there because women are looking at him. And especially, as I mentioned, if your relationship is broken, you haven't had sex in more than 3 weeks, and he's spending more time on his work than on you, and now he's leaving the house more than he stays at home, then there's a problem. There's a major problem that you need to fix. You need to be conscious of this. Now, what does this all mean? How do you fix it? I'm glad you asked. Now, I want to let you know this, ladies, because a lot of times you just don't understand. You don't understand what a man thinks. How could you? You're not a man, right? You don't have the experience. You don't have the wisdom. You're not God, and you're not a man. So how can you know what to do? I'll tell you what you don't do. You never confront this man, or you never accuse him, especially if you don't have any facts. Now, these are all signs that he might be considering cheating, but it doesn't mean that he is, because again, every man is different. So you have to understand this, that just because this man is doing all these things, that he might be looking for pussy out there. But you never confront a man or accuse him for cheating, right? Because it's such a major problem these days. We understand loyalty and faithfulness. We know that infidelity and lust is real, and cheating is a thing in today's society. So you accused me of something that we all know the number one reason why relationships fail, then that trust is broken. And it obviously I'm not in your relationship, so I have no idea what's going on. But these are the basic steps to understanding what your man is doing when he's not in your presence, but you don't confront him. So what do? Right? Here's what you can do. Number one, you check on him intimately more than he checks on you. This shows support. So when I mean intimately, you're not talking to him like, "Hey, how you doing, babe? I'm just checking in. How's your day?" And he's like, "Good, good, good. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm just checking in and seeing how you doing. I miss you. I love you." This is all small talk. It has no emotional value. It's something that you say every single day, and everything in life that you have daily of, it loses its value. And so the same is true with texting and conversations, phone calls. This loses value. So you need to be more intimate. You need to ask him, "How are you doing, babe?" "I'm good. Good, good, good. Good. Well, how's your day?" "Good, good, good. Everything is great. I had a great day at work." "All right, cool. Nice. Can you share with me a little bit of your day? I'm actually very interested to know. I was just thinking about you, and I'm wondering if how's your day really like at work? And, I'm like, what's going on?" And then he's gonna get more a little bit in detail. It might be awkward at first, but you need to show genuineness, that you actually care, that he actually matters. And if you're going into detail and you're having him talk a little bit more in detail, that is the emotional connection that you need to build. That shows support. And rarely ever do women do this. And sometimes men don't even do this because we're so busy. We got so much going on and life is running, and we got kids and we got a job and we have so many things happening at the same time. Every single day is a cycle, non-stop, never stops. Monday through Sunday, wake up to bedtime. And so you need to be more intimate. This will halt a lot of his problems, his processes inside of his mind, especially if he's going through things where if you're being intimate, it's an emotional attachment. It's very hard to let that go. And so if he's considering cheating, he's going to be thinking about you. And when you're in thought of the action of, it doesn't happen. That's from a man point of view. Second thing, show more interest than he does. Now, I know, especially if your relationship is broken, this is hard to do. I am not that great at this sometimes. I'm going to admit with you, but I'm just saying this is what ladies don't do. Is that you're always wanting the man to do everything. You always want him to take initiative and show more interest and start things and make you guys do everything and lead the way. But a man wants the same thing, believe it or not. We might want a submissive woman, but at the same time, we still want a woman who shows interest in the things that we do. And so if I'm doing something, let's say I'm at work, I'm on my computer, and I'm typing away and I'm looking at emails and I'm recording content or I'm writing content. And it's been a long day for me and I came home from work and she sees me at the desk. A simple way to show interest is to sit right next to me and just watch me. Obviously, I'm going to look at you. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? What do you want? What's going on? You okay? Right? But if you're just sitting there and you say, no, honey, I'm honestly just wanted to see what you're doing, see what you're up to. Yeah, I'm just, writing content and about to record a video. Oh, great. Can I help you? You want to help me? That's a real connection, right? That's something that doesn't happen. But if you're showing interest other than just, oh, babe, what are you doing? Oh, great. That's pretty cool. How's it going? It's good? Nice. Okay. All right. Well, just wanted to see, what you're up to. That's not interest, right? That's just doing the mundane task that you do every day that loses its value. Now, this is good shit. If you're liking this already, subscribe, like, and share to your girl because you know she's hurting. She needs to know what it's like from a man's perspective. Now, that's the third thing. What is the third thing? I said, show more interest. That's the second. Third is be inclusive to what he is doing, right? That kind of mixes in with showing more interest than he does. This shows that you care. And number fourth, make him stay home. Make him stay home, girl. Make him stay home with enticement. Now, what does that mean? Be creative. You know your man. I don't know him. I have no idea what his interests are, or what he's planning to do when he leaves home, or what y'all got going on in your relationship. But what I'm saying is, make him stay. Right? There's no place like home. You ever heard that saying? It's so true. There's no place like home. There's no better cooking at home. There's no better relationships at home, especially if you got kids. That's where my love is. That's where everything's supposed to be. That's where my clothes is at. That's where my toilet. That's where my shower is. That's where my man cave is at. That's where my bed is at. That's where my books are. That's where my computer's set up. That's everything. Everything's at home. There's no place like home, baby. So why am I leaving? Where am I going if I got everything at home? It's a good question. So, what are you going to do to make me stay? Is it worth staying? I mean, yeah, I got everything here, but is it worth it? Is the value there? Everything might be there, but is the value there? Do I have everything I need? So, if you make him stay home with dates or sex, games or activities, something that's better than nothing. But if you just allow him to stay home, if you just allow him to go and not stay home, you're making a big mistake. You are not doing your part. You're not doing it. You're not doing your part. There's no possible way that you're going to thrive in this relationship if you're not taking the reins of controlling your man. You need to help him. Help him stay home. What is it that you got to do to keep him there? I would recommend getting sexy. If you got kids, obviously you got to do it after bedtime. Right? But if you ain't got no kids and you are looking good and he is with you, that means he likes you for who you are and what you look like. So regardless, you should be getting more naked. You should be showing off your titties, your ass, asking for sex. All right. Flirting. All the good stuff that I talk to you about in my videos about what it takes to keep a man. These are things that are important that women just don't know, and they will never know until a nigga like me comes straight up and tells you what it is. How you like it? Raw. Now, if you enjoyed this video, that's all I got for you today because I am not going to stress this any further. Of course, there is 121 points that I can tell you about how men cheat or signs that he's cheating on you, but these are the 5 common signs. Now, if you forgot, let me remind you. Number 1, relationship is broken and he's not fixing it. He's probably cheating on you. 2, when you haven't had sex in more than 3 weeks, he's probably trying to get your dick sucked somewhere else. 3, he spends more time on his work than on you. That means he's trying to find something else. 4, he leaves the house more than he stays home. That's because you ain't currently worth it. You are worth it. Girl, you are valuable. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are powerful beyond measure. You have everything that God has given you to hold down your man. He might have physical strength, but you have emotional power. You have everything it takes to control that man mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Girl, you have everything you need. So if you don't believe that, I don't know what else I can do. Maybe I can offer you a consulting session. You can reach out on my Instagram or drop a comment. Tell me that you need help, and I will come to your rescue. That's all I got for you. Again, this is your boy, Joseph, on the episode and podcast of 5 Signs He Is Cheating on You of Bruh. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.